on.
Good evening, goofballs and googlers, to another episode of I'd Rather Be Motivated with David Fleming and myself, Scott O Green. We're the creators behind I'dRatherBeDrawing.com, and this is our weekly art check-in show. So get things started. David, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing great. I got some pretty cool news. I can't wait for the show to start and do our thing here. How you doing?
I know, don't say it yet, because we'll say it in the show, obviously. But yeah, when you're not here, where can people find all the good work that you're about to tell us about?
You can find me on Instagram at Art of Mr. Fleming, or you can find me on Facebook at Mr. David Fleming. And those are the two best places to find me. What are the best places to find you, Scott?
Me? Well, that was original conversation. We've only done this once before, right?
Right.
You can find me best right here on YouTube. I got a lot of stuff right here. Including drawing inspiration. So if you want to check out an interesting show, check out that one and all of our other playlists here on the channel. But on Instagram, I'm pretty active. That's Mr. Green Draws, mr.greendraws on Instagram. And if you're on Facebook, I'd rather be drawing on Facebook as well to keep you posted on what we're up to. So it's been a little while. I've been on vacation, Mother's Day. We weren't able to hook up last week because I was out on vacation, and this week because of Mother's Day. So we just had to make it work sometime this week, and this seemed the best time. And wanted to say hey to you guys. So I know we got Squatchy Inc. and we got Ace and Ronnie. What's up, everybody? Glad you guys are here with us, and we do appreciate it. But yeah, David, let's kick it off with some good news. Do you want to just jump right into it, or?
I mean, yeah, that's how you want to do it. I mean, it's just
progress is progress, man. I would say this is pretty big progress.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. I was gonna tease you that we were just like throwing the whole thing out the window, but I guess you're right. Okay, so here's a fun thing to share, right? So boom, all right. There's the book. This is the proof. I wanted to show it to you guys because I got this in. There's some weird little things here with some margins and some things kind of being chopped. There's also the, I didn't know if it was going to be thick enough, and it was exactly thick enough for a spine. So this is probably pretty blurry in my camera because it doesn't do great in zoom-ins. But there's an actual spine. In my proof, it was a little like not so centered and bleeding over. And what I ended up doing was I went back into the cover, the actual, so this is pieced together in 3 different files. There's like the spine and then the 2 other files. And I added some like margin here, like almost like this color to crop, so that if it creeps around the corner a little bit, it won't creep the image. And then when I did that, boom, this is the one that just came in today, and beautiful margins and perfectly centered, really awesome looking spine. All those problems are fixed. I got guaps of pre-packaged, ready to roll. Well, I guess not ready to roll. It's a bad word for it because in terms of plans, I'm taking all these to work tomorrow because I've got a long plan period, and I'm going to literally have a signing party all alone in my room with no students. So get those signed and numbered, and then start to sort of like build what the packaging is going to look like. And I hope like probably Monday, the first chunk of shipping, if not all of them, will go out. And then from then on, just like start to market the sort of after book, which is I'm really excited about. Sort of getting it out there. And I got the digital PDF, which any of the backers, by the way, if you don't check your updates, because I sent a really cool digital flip book to read for the digital version that I said that I would give you guys. There's a link to a private, like you have to have a password, and it's in that update too on the website. And it's like a really cool thing that it builds where it like literally like flips through the spreads like pages. It looks super cool. And so I'm going to like do some marketing on that. I had some international fans of mine who were like really wanting to just get digital and not have to pay, like $20 for shipping or whatever, because I totally understand that. So yeah. Bookmarks came in today. Stickers should come in Friday. That's another fun one. It's actually new news. Sticker Mule, this place I started following, is doing this crazy like 30 days of May deals. And in my inbox last week, I was thinking it was like Wednesday, they ran a deal, and it was like insane deal on like buying a pack of stickers and so I did that. It's just like a fun thing. And anybody who got a tier above the lowest tier, I'm going to throw in a free sticker as well, and with whatever else you're getting. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, man, that's some progress and a half right there. That is an excellent looking book. I feel privileged because he flipped through the book a little bit off camera to give me a preview, and the formatting man. The breaks and chapters and everything really put a lot of design elements into that come off looking just really nice, man. Yeah, that's sexy stuff right there. And yeah, you brought up a good point that you're like, cool, you're getting ready to ship these out and everything. And sometimes when I hear artists talking and they're at this stage, it's kind of like, cool, about ready to have this project all finished up. But the name of what you're using is Kickstarter. It's only meant to kickstart the project, not to kind of be the whole project. So it's cool that you are looking at it as that and looking for ways to, once that's done and you ship off those pre-orders, to then go ahead and keep selling the book. Because, yeah, you got 2 and 3 coming, so it's pretty awesome, man. That is good looking. I love that back cover, dude. I'm glad, I'm psyched how that worked out.
This is the sticker I made. I put this guy into a sticker.
That is awesome. I'm almost slapped that all over some stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, in Sideways sticker news, I had a buddy in town this last weekend, and so we went to get coffee at a coffee shop I go to once in a while, and my sticker was on the fridge with a whole bunch of other stickers, and I was like, I'm famous!
Oh, that's awesome.
The stickers get around, man. That's really cool. I'm excited for you because it looks good. The spine, the front cover, back cover, all looks excellent, man.
I don't think you're special too. I mean, like I was totally about to flip through it and show everybody else a couple pages, and you're like, "Oh, you know,
come on, don't."
Yeah. Well, what's up? Whoa, boom.
That I'd rather be drawing logo is pretty sick. I love it.
Special thanks, awesome. This guy, and then boom, like this right here is like it for me. When I flipped and saw this is like this design of this like chapter break thing that I was doing with it. Like this spread right here is just like, oh, okay, that's it. I'm done. I don't even need to read the book. Just put it away. Life is complete. I can die now. Well, you know.
So would you recommend if you're spending all this time and effort to get a book printed, paying the extra money and having a little bit more patience to get a physical proof in the mail?
Yeah. Yeah. I would have to say that is like, I was a little bit like, yeah, I could probably just wing it and stuff. But yeah, like paying the extra money, being patient, getting the proof is so important. Like, cause like what I just showed you, like it's small things here, but like
that little thing is the difference between an amateur looking book and a professional looking book.
Yeah. And then, oh my gosh, dude, I gave it some upgrades. So I printed a little bit more than I was expecting, but what I actually ended up doing was taking a little bit of what I made extra in terms of past my goal. There's a soft touch laminate over the whole thing. So it feels really nice in your hands here. It's like almost like a, like the cover itself has like an actual seal over it that has like almost like a, like when you put your hand over it, there's like a texture to it almost.
So when all those comic book nerds like spill our milk and cookies on it, it'll be okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Spill your milk away. And then I upgraded the inside stock a little bit too. So there's a, I don't know if you can hear that, but this paper's got a really good feel to it. Flipping through this thing feels nice, and I can't wait for people to put it in their hands. But yeah, I'm so excited. In terms of that, right? I've concepted 2 or 3 characters for the next book. I've already done a little bit of writing, and I think I'm going to spend next week, if not the one after, which I know we're not quite there yet, but probably playing with the cover of book 2 as like a fun promotional piece now that this one's out, to kind of be like, look, I didn't just release one book and I'm over it. Like, I'm doing this thing. Let's keep this train rolling.
Yeah, that's a good idea as far as promotion, and I think not that you're not psyched about it, but to get yourself back in that headspace, you know, make an image that you're like, yep, this is what I'm here for. Sweet.
Yeah, that's definitely a little part of it too. Yeah, I'm so excited. It turned out so good. I'm excited to make this into a thing, and then like, so I'm gonna keep each of the books in this format here with the like the black with the white underneath, and then like the image here where it wraps around all the way here too, and so that each, and then I'm gonna hire the same artist I think every time to do a chibi of whatever the main character of the different books are, and then like this will be the back cover and like the look and feel of every book.
So you've already got that figured out when you go to do the next one.
Yep, I'm pretty excited. All right, enough about how awesome I am. Go ahead. Where are you at?
Oh, so humble, so humble. Yes, I'm very excited as well. So let's see here. What can I actually tell? So I cannot show any of this. I haven't even showed my wife, but I think I can say it. Whatever. There's a cover for the book. They were like keeping it super secret, but so those of you who don't know, I know you guys who are watching, definitely know, but for my millions of fans out there. So starting January 1st, 100 days of making comics. I worked 100 days in a row, at least a half hour a day towards my personal comic project. However, for this one, it was a 4-page short story going into a book with 28 other creators who made 4-page short stories. And the title of the book is Werewolves, Unicorns, and Other Mythical Creatures. And so I'm pretty excited about that because the 100 days was over. I've turned in my pages. I've edited those pages twice and sent them back, which I only mentioned because I'm excited about being able to do that because it involved little Photoshop stuff and other things that was kind of new to me, but it was fun to kind of get my hands dirty with. But I got that done, and now it's been kind of little teasers along the way of Michael Emmerich. You guys got to check him out. He's been a great, he's a great comic artist, and he's in the book, but he's been an awesome editor as well for this whole thing, and really keeping it together and keeping things afloat and keeping us in the loop on things that are going on. So we got the book done. It was like, cool. We all sat back on our heels and was like, we need your creator bio. So I was like, okay, got to figure that out. And he's been showing like the formatting for those pages as well, and every step of that, just like your book here with what you're seeing. It's just been really cool to watch it going from just my little 4-page contribution growing into this whole big thing. Unveiling with, we got to see in our little private Facebook group, Scott Cirkland of CircWorks, huge here on YouTube. You guys got to check him out, CircWorks. But he's doing the cover, front cover and back cover. And it's so good. I wish I could show you guys, but by the time you do get to see it, I think the Kickstarter will be running for it. And that's here before too long. And so that's not like my personal art progress on the week since we talked. But as far as, the book I'm a part of, it's quite a bit of progress. And it's been really cool seeing that. And for that, tomorrow's kind of the deadline. We could use a picture image, or we could use like he had our characters from the books kind of holding the place of it, but including a picture of us with our creator bio. So that's what I'm working on tonight with everything going on over the past week. I haven't had a whole bunch of time. So tonight, working on that to get it done by tomorrow. So that's been my kind of progress with stuff and the book. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. I cannot wait to support that. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're going to hear about it everywhere because it's a Kickstarter that's, 28 of us are creators in the book. And there's been like a little video that Corey Kerr recorded that had all of us reading a script. And it's just going to be great. It's a lot of creative minds putting their brains toward a singular project. And yeah. You're definitely going to hear about it because you're going to have a whole lot of voices screaming, come buy this book. It's going to be like a really good looking book, man, I got to say.
I don't know if this is like public yet or if you're allowed to say anything, but like how many pages is it? And do you know like what it's going to go up for yet or anything like that?
Oh, I forget the exact page count, but I know. So this is volume 2 of this book. It's an anthology book, obviously, and they did. The first one was a space-themed one, and this one, Mythical Creatures. And so this is volume 2. And I do know this book is quite a bit bigger than the first. The first was like a trade paperback, yeah. And this one's going to be a bit bigger than that one, I know. And one of the things that they're saying about it is less fluff, more stuff. So in the first book, the first book is an excellent book. I don't mean to say anything bad, but you get like a whole page of a creator bio and then their story, whole page. Well, we just didn't have that space in this one, so everything's a bit more condensed as far as those creator bios goes because there's just more comic to read, and a few other little surprises in the works for the Kickstarter as well. So
I don't like surprises.
What?
I said I don't like surprises.
Oh, you're gonna like these ones. They're good surprises.
Oh boy,
they're gonna. But yeah, man, I can't tell you how excited I am about that. It's little things that keep coming back with the project, which is not bad at all. But it's made it a little bit tougher to kind of just move on into the next thing wholeheartedly. But I have gotten those going. Some of that going as well, but like I said, not a bad thing because it's really cool to be a part of this. So, yeah. Can't wait to show you guys all of that good stuff, but got to get this drawing of my ugly face done. It'll work out.
What's the next P then? Let's jump right in. Let's keep this thing rolling.
Yeah. Problems. You want me to just roll into it?
Yeah, I'll let you keep it going.
Yeah. So once again, not a problems thing really. I was just on vacation this last little bit, kind of on vacation for a chunk, and then worked 2 days, and then finished it out with some stuff going on. But not a problem, just a problem with time. But honestly, really needed the break with my wife and a buddy that came in town from where you live, and knew him since 5th grade and everything, and we got to go exploring around where we live, which is kind of the whole reason we moved out here. So really kind of recharging the batteries and just kind of like letting that happen. And I did like take a sketchbook with and did a little bit of work in it, but for the most part just kind of let myself be present and enjoy what we were doing. So along with that, it's just there's less time, like he was in town the whole time, which was great. And you don't want to be like, cool, sit over there while I draw, You want to get out and go do and hike and row in kayaks and just anything you can do, and that's what we did. And so kind of a bit tired coming back this week to work and everything else going on and trying to hit this quick deadline. But once again, none of them real problems, just present challenges. And honestly, like with the whole idea of absence makes the heart grow fonder, with me not being able to work on my art as much while we were gone, it really made me excited to. I was excited to. I was just part of what I do now. I will just keep making stuff no matter what. But little things like this are pretty cool because, they just kind of recharge you. And by the time I get a chance to get back to it, I'm just really excited to be doing it. So sometimes those challenges and problems end up helping. And just real quick, I refreshed my feed. I didn't see some of the stuff going on, but we got Tim in the chats and GamerB. So just want to give a shout out and say hey to you folks, and thank you for joining us. And thank you, Squatchy. I can't wait for the anthology as well. And you also got a compliment from Squatchy on your book, man. Sorry, I missed a lot. Sorry, folks.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was super over in this zone and not in that zone.
No worries. And Ace wanted to make sure that you knew that his book from you gets mailed first.
Tell him I ship in order of the people who backed, and he backed second. So.
Oh, so that's where like first and second become last. I gotcha.
Right, like my mom beat him, so.
Last shall become first. Cool. Awesome, man. Well, I can't wait to get my book first then. All right. Thank you guys for joining us in the chat. If you have any questions, just holler at us. It's been a while since David and I have chatted, so really tonight is just about that. Eat it, Ace. That's all I'm going to say. I can't read your comment on the air, so.
He did. Actually, the funny joke is that he was first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what he said. So I guess it's not bull stuff. Okay.
No. I mean, my mom was mad, and so it was like a funny joke. And then whenever he met her, he was like, I'm the one who beat you.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Ace is really territorial.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Hi, nice to meet you, Mrs. Fleming. I stole your son's first bid from you. So, anyway. So, along with pushy fans, what are some of your problems that you've been dealing with?
I mean, that's pretty much it. He comes to my house every night. He knocks on my door. It's like 4 in the morning. No.
I knew it.
I would say my biggest one right now is getting myself back in the promotional zone. So, like, I was all in hardcore promoting the Kickstarter, and then when I was finally done, it was, like, relieving because, like, that stuff is exhausting, like, mentally and everything to just, like, try to be on it all the time. Like, did I make my post today? But I post on Facebook, I post on Instagram. I get like a little burnt out on the feeling of like having to be social in that aspect,
Oh, I totally get it.
And I've been having a little bit of a hard time getting back in my flow of like posting and making content and forgetting to like take photos of my process and share it and remembering that that's like half of the fun of this, and kind of like showing you guys and doing these things and stuff. I've been kind of out of that zone the past couple of weeks too. It's probably a little bit due to the fact that we kind of skipped out on this a couple weeks too, and like part of this.
So it's my fault?
Yeah, definitely. Didn't want to say it, but you did, so
I'll take it. Whatever. Happy Mother's Day, David.
Yeah, sorry, I have a family.
Whatever.
Yeah, put that in quotes
for you. Oh yeah, I got you. Anyway, sorry. You were saying.
As I was saying, yeah, that's been my biggest one. It's just like finding myself back into the creative zone properly, and because it's like it's not that I'm not creating, it's that I'm not creating content because I am spending time doing other things and concepts and kind of other stuff that I don't usually do, and I'm just having like a hard time sharing it. But like one example would actually be that like something I've been doing that I don't ever do is like little like character-y. I think I shared a little bit of this last time, like little character concept ones, and I ended up making this character that I love, this guy right here.
Oh yeah.
And it was all from just like building shapes and messing with stuff. And sometimes I just stop early in the sketch and I'm like, I'm not feeling that shape, and it doesn't even get cleaned up. And it looks like I've never even drawn before, but this guy came from this process. So I got this character, I shared her already. And then this guy, I think I'm actually going to clean up and change up a little bit more. I think I did another little sketch on a piece of paper I don't have with me in the studio. But if you remember how like each of the robot characters who was like one of the generals is going to have like a weird sort of human aspect to it, like with the sword with the mouth and some of the other stuff that I've done.
Yeah.
This person's little flame thing is going to actually come out in the shape of like hand parts or body parts or faces and stuff like that. And then this one was inspired more or less from the idea of like the blind samurai thing. And then I had this cool idea that I redrew this with this over the face, and then there's like an eyeball on the like bandana.
Very cool.
And then, like I also played with some other concepts. So I'm gonna take him. I have him on a piece of paper I'm kind of playing with, but
like sometimes you might like take off the bandana and like the eyeball goes with it for the time.
Yeah, or other way, or and I did one, and I'm not done with the sketching of that one, but like where the bandana is like teeth, and then he has no face or something. I'm just kind of playing with that. And for this one, of like kind of a weird like parts of like a samurai-ish kind of looking guy, and then some kind of weird kind of thing like that. So
if it's any bit of info that like gave you any, I don't know, what was cool for that character that you're talking about with the blind samurai, in Zatoichi, the blind samurai, those old Japanese movies.
Yeah.
Whenever he fights or holds his sword, he holds it upside down. So instead of holding it like normal people would hold it like this with the blade sticking up, he holds it a lot of times just one-handed with the blade sticking down, and fights it that way as he's got his ear turned to kind of listen and everything. So that was something that like gave a unique aspect to that guy and kind of helped throw that homage, take it or leave it. But I just thought that was a cool part of that.
100% take that. I love Zatoichi. That is my 100% jam. So I'm definitely I might have to watch an old movie while I do his concept next.
Oh, it's good stuff, man. I love those movies.
It's like the James Bond of samurai.
It's so good, and it impressed me so much. I wish a few more of them had actually been in black and white, because the color ones are great too, but just the first one I saw was in black and white, and I just kind of fell in love with it because it's depicting what, like, feudal Japan, is that correct? I don't know, but samurais, so long time ago in Japan.
Yeah.
And it was made in like the 1950s in Japan. So that's like a lot of cross culture for me, a white kid at the time in Springfield, Missouri, at the age of like 26 and 2000,
Yeah.
So, and like I was getting like the little jokes and laughing at it. The music was moving. The cinematography was engaging and interesting. I don't know. It's good stuff. I highly recommend it to anybody who enjoys movies, Japanese culture, good samurai stuff. But Zatoichi, or Zatoichi, so Zatoichi. Zatoichi. All right.
I'm a bit impressed that you know how to spell that just like off your top of your head? Because I would definitely have to like write that out to get that.
I've just had to like look it up, and thankfully it's very phonetic. You know, Zato. So his name's Ichi, I think, and Zato is. I don't know, man. It's a great movie. You guys should check it out.
Are we trying to teach Japanese now?
No, we are definitely not trying to teach Japanese.
I know it's fun. I was joking with some of my students at school last week about like certain words that I know just because of watching so much anime. So we have a like if Nande means what, and so now I have like a whole class where like whenever they need help and they don't understand the question, they go Nande, and then I have like a whole class of kids yelling that at me.
Nice. That's always fun.
Yeah, like full on like nerd high like upper level drawing kids.
So, where were we?
I think we have problems. I was talking about doing the social media, sharing your stuff out. It can be exhausting. It was extremely exhausting.
So is anyone
just trying to do what?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just asked, does that mean we're on to plans?
Yes, I'd say it's time to just do that. Let's do that thing.
Roll into it, man. What's your next step this week with everything going on?
Plans, obviously. Sign and number all 250 of these books that just came in, right? That sounds exciting, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then start delivering and packaging and shipping and making this Kickstarter fulfilled. I'm like, I was talking to my wife earlier today, and I was like, man, you know, like funding it was really cool, but saying like my first Kickstarter has been fulfilled is kind of like a really cool thing. So I can't wait to like get the product out there and kind of like you said,
especially. I'm sorry, especially when it's a part 1 of 3, man. Like the bar you set. I mean, for anybody for their first Kickstarter, this does kind of set the pace for people trusting you and all that sort of thing. But with the added pressure that you have of this being a 1 of 3, but I mean, you've done it. You've got all the stuff ready to go. People are going to get their stuff really quickly along with it. They've already gotten their first rewards with the digital. So well done, man.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I was actually really nervous about that aspect of it, like what you just said, like the idea of just like delivering it quickly. I was afraid that things out of my control might happen and I might not actually like get to deliver it as fast as possible. But like with this in mind, I feel like I'm ahead of schedule. I wasn't really expecting the books till next week. So like it's really cool to already have them and start the shipping next week instead of having to wait and then do that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm so excited. It's awesome. I'm glad that it worked out the way it did. This company I found is awesome. We talked about that in some previous episodes. I kind of had my happy accident.
Yeah, but who did for sure you go with?
The Mixam. It's Mixam.
Mixam. Okay.
Yeah, not. We kind of joked about it around it. Like they're not sort of the easiest or most marketable name. Like they're not a name that gets stuck on the tip of your tongue or anything like that. But they're awesome. That pricing wise, like I had said, I was able to splurge a little bit because I actually my initial quote for the initial amount of books that I was going to get was actually lower with them.
Ooh. And
so then I was able to get more and upgrade using a little bit of the extra, like where I hit above the stretch goal, because I was trying to kind of like I'm not keeping lots of profit, if that is the word to use on this one. I am putting almost all of it back in some way to shipping, marketing, and all of the above kind of stuff. Because that was the initial plan. However much, if I make more on the Kickstarter, I just print more kind of thing.
Yeah, that's how our Kickstarter is going to go, because that's the only thing that like we're getting out of the, not the only thing, but that we're physically getting from contributing to the book is books.
Product.
Yeah, and that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Get our books in people's hands. Very cool. That everything?
Yeah, I think so. This was just like right. I'm working on a. I don't know. I hope you can tell who this is. Are you a Cowboy Bebop fan?
A lot of my friends watched it back in the day, so yeah.
I'm doing a little
because I ended up listening to a lot of the music via them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Soundtrack is awesome. I'm doing a little mini series kind of drawing thing for my next print. I finished that. Tomorrow I'm actually going to post that. I finished that Spider-Gwen print. I'm still trying to keep up with the sort of illustrating prints and kind of playing with stuff on top of, all the other stuff. And I've been doing pretty good at it, but I'm going to do a bunch of the little characters like this and then do like a cool like collage of them and do like a big print after I'm done with it. So plans are to just keep get this book shipped out and draw some cool stuff along the way.
Beautiful.
All right, passing it back to you.
All right. So I'm going to finish this self-portrait tonight. I've got a lot to go yet. That's got to be done by tomorrow. So I'm going to finish that up. Trying to think if there's anything else. As of now, I don't think there's anything else I need to do for the book. Although I'm slow at stuff sometimes, and I'm thinking about getting ahead on something that only might happen. But I figure it wouldn't be a bad thing for me to have it done anyway. Yeah, I'm being cryptic and secretive, that's for sure.
Oh no, please tell me what you're talking about.
Shut up. So I'm going to finish that up. I've just been spending more time on my sketchbook. I have dusted off my first draft of October, so now I'm in the process of going back through that. So, okay, so by next Sunday when we talk, I'll have gone through to make, not necessarily written my second draft, but gone all the way through sort of the first draft and made notes and made an outline for the second draft. Things that I like, things that don't need to be there, and all that sort of stuff, because I am getting that project rolling, come hell or high water, because I am excited about it. So, yeah, October, drawing, yep, that's it.
Love it.
That's what I got, man. And really just getting down to it. Excited, like I said before, man, the vacation is absolutely awesome, and really grateful for the stuff I got to do and see. And I wish I was better at being able to just set aside a day in the middle of a vacation and go, cool, I'm going to get some art done now. But it's not so easy at this point, so I'm really excited to dig back in. And this sounds cheesy, I know, but kind of attempt to push things to the next level. A lot of times it seems like people draw and do stuff, and they go, oh, wow, I feel like I just kind of leveled up. But like with my drawing and just everything else going on, I'm just want to keep pushing it, Just getting excited about some of those entrepreneur opportunities.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got my zone. I heard everything. Yeah, I second that.
Thanks for the conversation show, David.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm like this never happens to me. I kind of feel like I'm in more of like a creative mood than a talkative mood. Usually I'm just kind of like doodling a little bit as I talk. This is like I'm really into how this is turning out, and I'm like was like overthinking it there for a second, but I need to stop because I need to hit with the gray tones and I need to hit with the screen tones, and I'm definitely not in that zone, or else I will forget to say anything at all to you, and then this will become a one-man show.
No, I hear you. It's funny because just sitting here talking with you a lot of times, especially it's like Tuesday night and we haven't talked in a little bit, so it kind of feels more like we are just chatting. I mean, that's absolutely what we're doing. But it is easy to kind of forget people might be watching as well. So
yeah, actually, I think I take that as a good thing. That's like maybe it's a fun topic for the future or something. But this, like, you get so comfortable with this that you do almost forget. Like, it's just like now I'm just in my zone, being me, doing my creative thing. And I just happen to also have some dudes hanging out with me. So we want to check the chat again, because we definitely have been not used to that one. See if there's any questions or any comments.
Yeah, no worries. I think it's kind of mellowed out a little bit. But yeah, I encourage you guys out there, whether you're seeing this for the first time now or later, and you're a creator, get involved with another creator similar to this. Whether you go live and start sharing it, which I do recommend, because how can that be a bad thing? Or just start meeting every week in your kitchen to draw together to keep each other accountable. It's how David and I got started with I'd Rather Be Drawing, and I don't regret it at all. And having somebody to bounce ideas off of and share your progress with, and be able to hold up your stack of books and have somebody there understand how freaking awesome that is to experience. It's a good thing. So I encourage the art checks out there. So find a friend, buddy up, and get some damn art done.
Or whatever your thing is, right?
Do what?
I said, or whatever your creative thing is too. And I think that's like that. It's one of those things where I kind of love about our show and the things we talk about is I feel like you can take that to any creative passion or endeavor, right?
Absolutely. Whatever your art may be, create something. Consuming is fun, but creating is untouchable.
I was really hoping you were going to say funner.
Funner. Creating is funner.
So much more funner.
Hey, David, when we're not here on I'd Rather Be Drawing's YouTube channel, where will we be able to find and buy your book, Analog Missions?
Well, Scott, I'm glad you asked. You see, part 1 of 3. Check out the link in the bio. I guess is that what you call it? Link in the show notes. There's a pre-order link. So even though the Kickstarter is over and even though they're in my hands, it's still technically a pre-order because I won't ship immediately. Probably late next week, I will turn it into more of like a just straight purchase. Also keep an eye on it for any of those people who, like I said, have been watching the show or follow what we do, but have been wanting a digital copy. I'm going to format a way to get that in your guys' hands. Like I can't remember, did I say it on the show yet about the flip through book or was it just when we were talking earlier?
No, you did say it. So
okay.
That way, I believe you said it on the show. So that way, people, if they're not in this country and they aren't able to pay an exorbitant shipping fee, they can still get something really rad.
Yeah. So it's actually a cool bonus thing that comes with the company that I printed with. It's like it's a part of the proofing process. It makes like a PDF and then it builds like this ebook. And then after you're done, you can like export that thing. And then I was able to actually literally embed it into a page on our website. And then password that page, and it's awesome because it's like the cool, like when you're reading a magazine, and like the page, like it has the corner of the page looks like it can turn, and when you click it, it like legitimately like makes an animation like the page is turning.
Yeah,
it's super cool. So yeah, once I get that, I think I've got that figured out. I think Gumroad or if I can figure it out on the Store MV. Basically would pay for the password and then you'd be able to read it digitally on that like really cool format. So
BA man, Baracus and everything.
Yeah. So also I'm hoping to get live on that again next month with the newsletter. I kind of haven't been as active because I've been sharing all the stuff that I've been doing on the Kickstarter and then like stupid me, I should also have been doing like blasted the email, but so if you haven't subscribed to that, it's also in the show notes. Subscribe to our newsletter. Every once in a while when we feel real gung-ho, we do like giveaways and special things like that. Coupons, maybe, get cool stuff with the book. There's going to be bookmarks. I printed a little bit more than I was expecting also. So it depends on how much sell at my book release here at the end of the month, whether or not I'll have extras of those and stuff. But oh yeah, I didn't say anything about that, did I?
Which part?
I'm having a book release party and signing at Pawn and Pint, which is a game bar, like a play board games bar in downtown Kansas City.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I do know about it, but I don't think you mentioned it on the show. So where and what at Pawn and Pint? What date?
So, yeah. June 1st, it's a Saturday. If you're a local person who watches this, it's downtown Kansas City. It's called the Pawn and Pint. It is a really cool, I love the idea. I've been there a couple times actually, once or twice for doing other art related things and just hanging out, but it's a really cool concept, but it's a board game bar. So it's like you go and literally play like Risk with your friends or whatever nerdy thing you want to do, or Yahtzee or whatever, and literally like sit around a table and like drink at a bar, but like while you grab board games off the shelf. It's a really cool place.
Sounds pretty amazing.
So I'll have a table set up there from 4 to 10, signing and selling and slinging stickers, bookmarks, prints, and the book.
You sticker slinging fool.
I can't wait for those. I literally ordered those just so I could have one. It was just a bonus that it came with extras.
That is motivation right there.
Right? That's half of this. What I would like. This is all like, okay, I got my book. All right, I'm cool. Oh crap, I got to give other people a book. That's right.
Oh yeah, the audience.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
if you don't love it, why would they, right?
exactly. Yeah. And I am extremely passionate about this project. I cannot wait to do the second one. Yeah, I can't wait to get that cover started. The only reason I haven't got it started so far is I'm concepting one of the characters from the book is a kid in the second one. It's kind of like a bit of a flashback kind of thing. And I want to like make his design as a kid match that, if that makes sense. Like as an adult, he's all wrapped up in his like hoodie, but like as a kid, I want him to like literally wearing like a hoodie, like with like a Nike, like like a straight like track Nike hoodie, that kind of thing, because that's a part of the aesthetic.
Well, maybe as a kid, he has the whole tracksuit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, and maybe it's all ratty and ripped and yeah. So I've been just playing with that and haven't quite figured it out. And guys, we're new at this. We do this kind of as our motto is, like learn by doing. I gotta learn how to draw kids.
Yeah.
That is, I have been messing with that for a good week here, and I'm obviously definitely probably being a little overcritical of myself, but man, it's like a weird thing.
Proportions or facial features or
a little bit of everything, just like making the person look like a kid and not just a short adult.
Yeah. So a big head and keep the face simple. That's my in a nutshell advice, because I'm still working on it. People want to try to over render sometimes like lady faces or child faces.
Yeah.
Then they just look like weird, small, old. I don't know. It's disturbing. But yeah, that's my dime store advice.
Love it. Yeah. I pulled out an old anatomy book that I haven't looked at in forever. And like there's a really cool diagram. And it like starts at like 6 years old and like jumps up every like 2 years and shows how the proportions change and stuff. I've been playing with that.
And also look at the comic Super Sons.
That is literally, that's what Rao told me. Like that was his literal advice.
That's what he told me, and now I'm stuck reading that series because I really like it because it's a really good series.
Yeah, the artist is just freaking fantastic. It's beautiful.
He is. There's a new artist on it, I believe, that is also good. He's like great. I forget the names of both of them. I'm sorry, but the new artist is really kind of sticking with the aesthetic, I think, of the old. So you still get their look. Change a whole bunch. So whichever one you pick up, man, it's been a fun one to read too. So I suggest it on a couple levels.
Yeah, I've heard that everything about it. Like the whole creative team is killing it. I almost just like choked on an M&M there.
Thank you. Oh man, I would have been like, quick, sign my book. Sign my book. I want to be rich. Well, thank you for not dying on live TV where I could do nothing about it.
Oh yeah, that would be a bit ironic. Like, there's like at least 6 people in the chat. Someone help.
Yeah. Where is he? I don't know. On YouTube. What's his address? www. No. Anyway, so where you can find me when
Nah, we're done. That's it. I'm hitting the stop.
Oh, that would be good. Where you can find me, click. Here and on Stutter McGee. So I'd rather be drawing on Facebook or on my Instagram, which is Mr. Green Draws, mr.greendraws. And like David said, click the link below for our newsletter. There is going to be one going out for the last half of this month. So keep a lookout for that, where David's going to let you know where you can get all of the everything associated with analog missions. And I'll let you know how you can start supporting werewolves, unicorns, and other mythical creatures. So can't wait for you guys to start seeing I'd Rather Be Drawings books, because we've been working for a while and we finally got a good amount of stuff to show you guys. So whether you check out our free ones online at www. I don't need to say that anymore, do I?
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm definitely going to make money for that.
It's not 1990 whatever. I'd rather be drawing.com. Check that out. There are some free comics over there of things that we've done in the past. And then links to where you'll find all of our new stuff, which it's coming more and more all the time. So thank you guys for joining us. We really do appreciate it.
And ask your parents before going online. All right. See you next week, guys. We're out of here.